Good day, you bad boys. Oh no. Oh, it's a terrible day for your fucking bank account. It's a beautiful day for your cock and balls. Yeah, maybe even your gooch. Sometimes we forget the gooch, and that's a terrible shame. Like how your parents forgot about you. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Kicking off what I'm sure is going to be a phenomenal weekend. No matter what you do. Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. It is the Black Creek Renaissance Fair this weekend. Black Creek is a historic area in Toronto, and they do just an absolute fucking smashing Renaissance fair. Yeah, so I thought I should start getting prepared, get into my corset. That's what I love. So there's so many different types of people that show up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you have like the historic goths, Visigoths, if you will. Then you have the fairy cosplayers who are just like, I'm here to be a fucking magical nymph all day, every day. And then there are the peasants, just like you. The weekend, says Ritus, should be warmer because it's just been so cold and so rainy. I feel like we've been stealing all the nice weather from you, Ritus. The weather has been, well, no, that's not necessarily true. There was a lot of cloudiness. There was like rain for the past couple days. But it wasn't cold. It was like a welcome, exquisite relief when it clouded over and we got some fucking rain finally. Yeah, I was not complaining about it. No siree, Bob. As a welcome change of pace from the genuinely brutal heat. Next week is going to be even crazier for us in Toronto. It has been gorgeous and seasonal recently, but next week is gonna blow that shit out of the water, and it is going to be hot as fucking balls next week. Really looking forward to sweating my ass off in front of you. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Really, really great. Oh, hold on a second. I was gonna wear my glasses for stream today. Wait. My outfit's not complete yet. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I feel like that just takes it to like the perfect level. That's it for me. Yeah, the glasses make all the difference in the world. I literally planned this whole entire outfit for the glasses. And then I forgot to throw them on right before I started stream. I was thinking about so many other things. Thinking about, oh my god, the terrible experience of poor SpaceX. The glasses do make it an absolutely fucking magical fit. It's true. Did you see the SpaceX most recent launch that exploded on the platform? Oof. Oh, poor little himbo. Poor little himbo. Yeah, I feel terrible for you. Yeah, your life is terrible garbage. Absolute terrible garbage, little himbo. But if today isn't payday, then it must have meant that it was last week, and you didn't show up last week. So what the fuck? You don't deserve any of that money. You can't even schedule yourself. Oh, it blew the fuck up. Sometimes I wonder, as we all do, what is Michael Bay jerking off to today? What is Michael Bay jerking off to? We don't need to wonder. The answer is clear as day. We all know what Michael Bay is jerking off to this week. Oh my god. It's obvious. Exquisitely obvious. Yeah. Oh, says Master Blaster, rather. Not Mr. Blaster. It was just a scratch. That explosion was insane. That was a really, really intense explosion. It just kept going. It just, like, the initial explosion, you're like, whoa. And then it just kept bigger and bigger and more explodey. Fuck. God damn. Now is my favorite time after an occasion like this. It's time to wildly and inappropriately speculate. I love some wild, inappropriate speculation. My wild and inappropriate speculation is that somebody who works at SpaceX hates Elon Musk. Just fucking hates him. Hates him deeply, hates him passionately, hates him truly in every fiber of their being, whether it's a man or a woman or anybody in between. And I'm like, somebody who works at SpaceX hates Elon so much. They're like, I'm just not gonna tighten. I'm not just gonna loosen one bolt. And then give the world a show. And also embarrass the fuck out of Elon Musk. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anonymous gifted, Lord, help me. Excuse me. Obviously, the devil. The devil is in front of you. God has abandoned you, which is why you shouldn't be praying to him. You should be praying to me. Yeah. It could have been anybody at SpaceX. But also I feel like there's absolutely no way. There's nobody who works at that company, I think, who would risk so much just to give like a very appropriate, satisfying fuck you to Ellen. But a girl can dream. And I do be dreaming about, oh yeah. I never liked Elon Musk. Even when he had that like incredibly successful run on the internet, for a while there, we all saw it. He was everywhere. He was so popular. He was on the fucking Big Bang Theory. He was in The Simpsons. He was just popping up all over the fucking place. He was an Iron Man. None of it won me over. Oh, right. He was on Rick and Morty for whatever weird reason. Is all very... It's too much. It's just fucking too much. You have all the money in the world. You're already so incredibly well off. Secret Genesis, welcome back. How are you doing today, my sad, simpy moron? Oh, poor baby. Here for 21 months. But think about all the life that you wasted before those 21 months. Terrible. Ellen demanded that he be able to push code to production without any knowledge of how to code. They set up a fake production environment to get him to fuck off. It is very comfortable. It's comforting rather. It makes me feel comfortable and I am comforted by it. That like, yeah, he's not adored by the people around him. Which is, I guess, exactly why he feels the need to be so widely adored by like the population at large. It's, if you ever worry that you don't have as much as like the greatest, most richest people on the planet, you can feel better about knowing that like at least you have probably better friends than he does. No, Travis, wasn't that he suggested the submarine? It was that boys' soccer team. They got trapped in that fucking cave. Talk about what a fucking nightmare. Actually, hold on. My real question is, how did they get into that cave? Were they exploring it as part of a group activity? Were they swimming and then were they all like blown into it by a rogue wave. That's wild. Yes, he suggested a submarine to get the boys' soccer team out of the cave. Divers who were actually involved, or just divers who understand that's not going to work, called him out on his ridiculous idea, and then he immediately turned around and called that person a pedophile. It shows a very intense level of emotional immaturity. That he could have been like, I was just recommending a submarine because I want to help. I understand that I don't have the technical know-how. I'm throwing everything out and seeing if any of it is helpful. And I think people would have loved him for it. People would have been like, yeah. Oh yeah, that's, like, he's just trying to help. Of course he doesn't know, but like, he's given out ideas. Nope, he could not do that. Nope, he did not do that. Oh my God. Viridia says, I love all these Tesla owners who live near me acting like they didn't financially suck him off. Oh, Geo. Oh, Geo! Have a goon day, V? It is a gooning day, my dear. Sandwich Boy, how are you today? Hope you're having a great one. I'm doing wonderful. I had some of the most intense dreams I've ever had in my entire life. I think it's because I ate junk food last night before bed. And the junk food gave me crazy fucking dreams. And I had the experience of waking up in the morning and having that like intense, exquisite relief in feeling that, oh, thank God, none of that was real. All of that was just a dream. I'm okay. Someone said on Twitter, Ellen, you could build a submarine to rescue them. And he said, good idea or something like that. Oh, interesting. Wow. That makes it even more surprising that he would react so negatively to then another person just being like, that's actually not a good idea. It wasn't even his own original idea. It was something that somebody else thought, and he still got so personally offended by it. That's incredible. Wild. They went in there to explore. There was a huge rainstorm, and then they couldn't get out. I feel like it absolutely must be compulsory watching. To learn about the Nutty Putty Cave incident. Binks Magnus says, and he doubled down on it. He said, why else is a 40-year-old white guy in Thailand? Oh my God. As if Thailand doesn't have some of the most delicious food and beautiful culture and phenomenal landscapes. Like, nope, everyone who goes to Thailand is a pedophile. Of course. I mean, Ellen's kind of telling on himself with that accusation, isn't he? Yeah, Ritus, a lot of projection. A lot of projection. I also had intense dreams, says Ritus. Right, I had the strangest dream where I was playing in my living room with my dog. So there was nothing fantastical about that. It's something that I do literally multiple times a day. And all of a sudden, one of my dog's toys, that is a raccoon, came to life. I was like, how is this possible? How is this possible that your dog toy came to life? And multiple times in my dream, I was like, this isn't real life. This can't be real. It's not possible for my dog's toy to come to life. This has to be a dream. But I was completely, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to do the things that you do to check that you're dreaming, which is you turn off all the lights and you see if it gets dark enough for you not to see. Or you try to read something, and if you can't read, then you know that it's a dream. Oh my God. It was a raccoon toy that came to life, and then I had a little raccoon in my house. And my dog and the raccoon were playing together, and it was so sweet and wonderful. I really loved it. Rifkin says, I never dream unless I take melatonin, and then it makes me have the weirdest dreams. Isn't Thailand also like quite affordable to go visit? I don't know, I haven't looked it up myself. What's good, Presley? How are you doing today? I know you're having a great day because I'm wearing this outfit. I know you're all gonna have a fucking phenomenal day because I see what I'm wearing in front of you. You rock the glasses so well. They make me look like a very sexy bug. A very sexy bug. Yes, exactly, Anonymous. Exactly. There is no one that will save you, but I love it when you beg. I love it when you beg. The Rashad says, Thailand is very affordable. Amazing. There's lots of reasons why you would go vacation there. Not necessarily just because you're a fucking weirdo pedophile. Travis says there's a whole genre of AI narrated caving accident videos on YouTube that seem a little bit like they are for people who may enjoy them too much. There's a YouTube channel called Abstract. They used to be called Real Horror, but they changed their username recently. And the first video that they uploaded is about the Nutty Putty Cave incident. And it's not a very long video, but she does an amazing job of explaining the history of the cave, talking about the day of the incident where, what was his name? John or Josh? And his brother went into Nutty Putty Cave, how they got just a little bit turned around. He just got a little bit turned around. And it's, you should never lose your life for making a small, simple mistake. But oh my fucking God. Oh, Jesus, Mary, Mother of God. It talks about the numerous people who went to go help him, but how only one person could go up or down at a time. And it took like an hour to get to him, an hour of climbing almost. Oh, Christ. I've been into some caves before. They were very pedestrian caves. They were the type of caves where you can like walk upright all the way through. And the smallest one that we ever went to had a section where you had to bend down at the waist a little bit. And even that fucking spiked my anxiety in a way that I don't care to ever repeat. I can't even remember my dreams too much, but I do think it was about schoolwork that I had due. It was all catching up. I actually had no work due. Melatonin keeps me up at night and coffee puts me to sleep. Welcome to being neurodivergent, Ritus. I feel like that's like the #1 indicator of neurodivergence. If depressants and stimulants have sort of opposite effects for you. Yeah. Eating cheese before bed gives you different types of dreams. Cheddar gives you sex dreams. Brie makes you dream about dinosaurs or something like that. I had never heard of the cheese dream phenomenon until I watched The Mighty Boosh, and they had an entire episode about the cheese dreams. I was like, is this a real thing? Is this actual? And yes, it's like a well-known thing in England that cheese and dairy before bed will give you crazy dreams. But in Canada, I'd never heard that. Never, ever. Does the corset hurt? I don't know the exact word. It seems so tight. You know what's crazy? It's not even that tight. I actually barely even tightened it. It's kind of just on. It's not actually like cinching my waist at all. This is just, I mean, it's not the natural size of my waist. No, not at all. But it's not that tight at all. It really isn't. I'm glad that it looks like it's an intense, extreme experience. That way, you know, you and I are both really fucking feeling breathless. But it's great. Yeah. Helps the posture, which is really nice. And what I was noticing, it's crazy the way that our bodies are connected. What I've been noticing is that relaxing my lower front ribs is really helping release the tension in my mid-back, in the muscles that like run parallel to my spine, right underneath the rib cage, above the hip bones, in the mid-back. And so what I really like is that the corset doesn't allow me to like splay out my lower ribs, which I don't want to make you conscious or self-conscious in any way, shape, or form. But are you splaying out your lower ribs? Can you tuck them in? Oh, you see that? Just tuck them in. Tuck them in. Oh God, the breathy voice. Oh, you mean this one? The Nutty Putty Cave incident is truly the most viscerally horrific incident. It's an excellent warning that nature will fuck you faster than you can even imagine. Damn nature, you are scary. The drawings of him being stuck, hanging upside down, hit you in some way for sure. It's terrible. It's terrible. He even said, as it was happening, he was like, I can't believe I'm upside down. I just wish that I wasn't upside down. Being trapped in any way, shape, or form is viscerally fucking terrifying. But being trapped upside down will kill you. Your heart is not meant to pump blood in that way. And if you are upside down, I think it's for 10 hours, you die. You can't survive being upside down for more than 10 hours. And that's such a short amount of time when you're fucking stuck in a cave. Travis, I feel like you're projecting a little bit. I can't help but feel like you're projecting just a little bit. I don't think it would not be my first inclination. It would not be my first assumption that this is like sexual in any way, shape, or form. I think it's absolutely possible that people sexualize all sorts of really crazy, weird stuff. But it feels a little, is the word disingenuous? Or is it ingenuous? I mean, there's two negatives and two negative prefixes. But like, I disagree, Travis. I really don't think. That those videos on YouTube are supposed to be sexy or supposed to be sex driven. I think you might be projecting a bit. I won't lie, I don't even know what splaying means. I mean, you could just Google it instead of... It would have taken you less words to Google it than it did to type into my Twitch chat. God, you people are so fucking stupid. I'm glad that I'm in charge today. I mean, being upside down is totally fine. I love that you're like, doing hanging exercises is just as bad as being trapped in a cave upside down for 10 hours, Shane. No, definitely not. Hello, Emo, how are you today? Mr. Blockbox says, what an outfit, so shiny. It really is. I just assume that anything too weird on YouTube must be that true. Yeah, that's a huge turnoff. To be honest, that speaks more about your degeneracy and lack of imagination, and to be perfectly frank, your sort of shallow judgment. Yeah. It's something that very narrow-minded, stupid people will do. Anything that is weird to them is automatically some sort of sex thing. Some sort of crazy, weird sex thing. And to be honest, that's exhausting and so frustrating. It tells on you and then unnecessarily puts out more negativity into the world. Not a fan of it. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know what's so funny? If I didn't respond to every person who was unsubscribed to my channel, I wouldn't respond to any of you. Literally none of you are subscribed to the channel. God damn, what a disgusting display of revoltingness from each and every one of you. Oh no. Literally not one of you is subscribed. Damn. Looks like a bunch of cheap losers in chat today, eh, mods? But isn't that just every day? Thank goodness for Geo. Thank goodness for at least one good boy. Oh, I love this guy. He follows my channel. He's obviously chatted before, because that wasn't his first time chatting. He says, you want to steal people's money? And you're calling somebody else shallow? First of all, those two things are not the same. Wanting to be paid for showing up in an absolutely enticing and kick-ass outfit is not the same as being shallow. I love that anybody who looks good and knows their worth is automatically terrible. Oh, speaking of terrible, no thank you. Not really in the mood today to put up with more assholes. Also, has anybody on Twitch, with the exception of Slicker, has anyone on Twitch ever stolen somebody's money? Is there a button that I can push that makes me take your money? Because I'm absolutely positive that the only way that I get money is if you decide to give it to me. And if you decide not to, that's your decision. Absolutely. The Cheerio says, yes, LOL, many. What button? What button do we push to steal money from people? This is especially rich coming from another Twitch streamer. The moral high ground that you are standing on, it must be astronomical, Cheerio. Oh, geez. There are a lot of thieves in this world. Yeah, they're called billionaires. I don't often see billionaires on Twitch. Wow. Yeah, it's not stealing money when it is deserved, and it's definitely not stealing money when it's freely given. Jolly Juker, you are late and also unsubscribed. Too Late says, you can steal my heart, but he's not even being authentic about it. What about that guy who pretended to be in a wheelchair? What about him? What about him? He lied about being in a wheelchair. He tricked people into thinking that he was disabled, and people paid him. But that still isn't stealing money. Shane says, if anything, viewers used to kind of steal money from streamers with all the chargeback stuff, although I don't think that's possible anymore. I don't think you do this, but if you said you needed money for something, but then that wasn't actually true, that still isn't stealing money. That's definitely lying, absolutely. That is definitely falsifying information, for sure. Welcome, Synergy. Thank you for the gifted sub. Exactly. This is more scamming money, but it definitely isn't stealing money. That's right, Synergy. Good boy. A guy pretended to be disabled, and then one stream he just got up and walked, immediately ended stream, and disappeared off the internet. I don't want to be, destroying your entire worldview. But this is a tale as old as time. People in the past used to pretend to be blind and beg for money on subways or on the street. Okay. It's a little boring. Good job, Tixva. Thank you for the bits. I don't know why the alert doesn't want to play the bits. It never wants to play the bits. Yeah, there's lots of examples of streamers scamming the viewers, but that's not stealing. Yeah, scamming is not stealing. A lot of organizations steal money by not paying their players. I mean, so you're admitting that what you said before was just garbage nonsense when you said that there's a lot of streamers who steal, and now you're just moving the goalpost to say, well, there's like large corporations that don't pay their streamers. Like, so you're saying the opposite. You're saying that there are more streamers being taken advantage of than there are streamers who are taking advantage. Yes, stolen wages is a huge fucking problem. Absolutely. It's why I stopped working as a professional makeup artist. Because you would do the work, you would show up, you would use all of your own product. Because that's how it is as a makeup artist. You show up, you do the work, you use your product, and then when you go to get paid, the production company has dissolved, there's nobody to pay you, and you realize that you just did all that work for free, and you lost all that product for free. Yeah. Weak men giving their money are the only ones to blame. I love that you call them weak men and not rich men. There's a ton of weak men in the world. Absolutely. They're all over the place. Tons of weak men, every which way, absolutely. But it's not the weak ones who are paying me. It's the rich ones. And I think that's another thing that really bothers people. They love to imagine that the people who are paying, Twitch streamers, are the poorest of the poor, the most destitute. Oh, goodness gracious, they're victims. They're victims of these sexy women. Because everybody feels better when they're fighting for the side of good, fighting for the side of justice. And justice is never paying sexy women for their time or their energy or their presence. But I think that has more to do with the fact that they just feel insecure and less than. And that feeling is so intolerable, they project it outwards. Shane says, I scam my boss by being shit at my job, and that feels good. It's the best thing each and every one of us can do. This is true. Absolutely. Scamming and theft are both unlawful acquisitions of someone's property. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. What other definitions are we going to get from you? Hello, gorgeous. Hello, Fletch. How are you doing today? No worries, Ritus. You're absolutely fine. Their wallet is too heavy, says Joe Schmo, and they can't carry it. Is that what he means by weak? Yeah. Underworld, you seem particularly pressed. Is your life going well? Do you feel like you are satisfied and happy? Or are you projecting your own deep insecurities onto this conversation? Being a rich man doesn't mean that they're strong. I mean, that's also not what I was saying either. I was saying that people who pay streamers often have disposable income. That doesn't necessarily make them weak. I love that you're like, so what you're saying is that only strong men have disposable income? No. Unfortunately, you're probably not just ugly. You might also be stupid. Fletch says, I'm good. Do you have any weekend plans? It's the Black Creek Renaissance Fair this weekend. And I do love a Renaissance Fair. Go get the toy, baby. I'm gonna play fetch with my dog. Absolutely. Anthony says, I just want you to tell me to send you money in such a way in that outfit. Go ahead and send the money, you worthless idiot. I don't give a fuck. Am I wrong, though? Weren't we all just trying to compare theft and scamming? No? No. Yes, you are incorrect. That's definitely not what we were doing. The conversation was not what's the difference between theft and scamming. Oh, I had my last final today. Oh, no wonder you feel like your brain's been completely wrung out. For Christ's sake, chat. Jesus, Horatio Christ. It's okay, though. My reading comprehension is in the flusher, too. Yeah. Yep, not surprised. I think all of our brains are a little bit wrung out. Everything that's happening. All around the place. Hey. Hi. Yeah. Oh my god, she's so cute when she goes to run for the fucking toy. The way that she sort of like frog hops with her back legs is adorable. Yes, it's not only the final that you just wrote, but also the lack of sun is getting to me. Ritus, are you taking any vitamin D supplements? I can't recommend enough a good vitamin D supplement. Hi, pup. It's all about fetch today. I should take some. I have some somewhere, I bet. Yes, I noticed a huge difference in my mood when I started taking vitamin D supplements when it was like so fucking dark here during the winter time. It genuinely does help so much. Even if it's just a placebo effect. Like, the placebo effect is still legitimate. Oh, my dude. So then what was the conversation about? Theft versus scamming about? Dude, I mean, no offense. I know that I'm dressed like a sexy teacher. I am not your teacher. You are not paying me tuition to educate you. I don't know, dude. I don't think that it's my responsibility to have to explain every single minute detail of the conversation. I can't help it. The actual vitamin D or some vitamin D. Exactly. Exactly, Marcus. But all jokes aside, vitamin D and magnesium. Have a good day, filthy peon. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, the dog's actually a girl dog. Yeah, she's a girl dog. Although, for whatever reason, everyone thinks she's a boy dog. Maybe because she's so strong. Maybe because she's so aggressive. Huh. Do you want me to throw it, or do you just want to play tug of war? Oh, yeah, she is. Yeah, she's so strong. Woo! Oh, yeah, using all 4 of those puppy legs. And that soft little puppy sausage body. Oh, yeah. Magnesium in the form of glycinate has the best absorption rate, by the way. That's good. I'm sure that all of us were wondering. As you said magnesium, and immediately each and every one of us was like, but what is the best absorption rate? How do you get that in? That's exactly where my mind went, for sure. Come on, pup. Oh, she's so strong. Okay, you got it. She's too strong for me. I was literally just about to Google that. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Google it. First time chatting. Evil Lord Penguin. Yeah, don't take the magnesium that gives you the shits. What if he's into that? What if he loves it? What if that's what he looks forward to each and every day in this world, where there is so little to look forward to? Don't take that away from him. Don't take a man's shits away from him. We all have so little in this world. Val, bring it here. She's just playing with it and enjoying it. Bring it here, my dear. Let's go. Oh, she's licking it like it's her baby. No wonder she didn't want to give it up. She's definitely treating it like it's her baby. Oh, sweet baby. Are you gonna bring it here? Yeah? You gonna bring me your baby? I love that she loves the dinosaur puppet like it's her own. Val, come on up. Val, up. Let's go. Yeah, show everyone your new haircut. She's a brand new dog. She got her haircut yesterday. She was very good at the groomers. She's always very good at the groomers. Who's this? Is this your baby? Is this your baby? Are you gonna play with your baby? The noises that come out of this dog. I love the way she uses her hands as well. She's like got her one paw holding my arm in place so I don't move too much. Yeah, you're gonna get it? I'm gonna eat you up. I'm gonna eat you up. Woo! Okay, you ready to go fetch it? Her ears. Her ears are so silly. Yes, she's a Cocker Spaniel poodle. But more accurately, she's a bath mat that came to life one night. She's a bath mat that came to life one night when I wished real hard. She's a completely different dog. That's exactly what the groomer said as well. They're like, she's gonna look like an absolutely brand new fucking animal after we're done shaving her down. Because she was intensely fluffy. Just like outrageously fucking fluffy. And it's fucking amazing. Oh man, what I'm so grateful for is that because she was so fluffy, she was really hot. Like any temperature above 18 degrees Celsius was just like very noticeably hot for her. She was panting. She didn't want to sleep in the bed with me because the bed is so soft and so insulated. There's like pillows and blankets. I could definitely tell that she wasn't going to be comfortable sleeping in the bed with me because she was too hot. And then yesterday we got her. We got her haircut yesterday. And last night getting ready for bed, she was there. She was like underneath the blankets. She was all curled up. I was like, yes, yeah, my cuddle bun. Fuck yes, cuddle baby. Yeah, you brought it back. You brought your baby back. Come here. Come on up. Up. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get it. Yeah, you're gonna get it. It's not enough that she bites it. It's not enough that she uses her paws. She also has to make all these ridiculous noises. These intense, ridiculous noises. Oh, you gotta be gentle. What if you tore the arm off? Okay, wait. You got hair in your eye. Val, you got a hair in your eye. There you go. Okay. You gonna get it? You gonna get it? Come and get it. She's thinking about it. You gonna get it? I'm gonna get you. Ah. Yeah, she can't attack without a... Ooh. Sorry, is it not time for pets? She's very specific. If we're playing fetch, it's not time for petting. If it's time for petting, it's not time for playing fetch. You gonna get it? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Alright, it's not time for petting. No, it is not time for petting. It's time for fetching. Yes. So Cocker Spaniels are English hunting dogs, I think, and Poodles were originally bred as French hunting dogs. So I love calling her my special French hunting dog. She's my little French hunting dog. She's so sweet. She's gonna go hunt French people, I guess? Yeah. She's dragging it. She's just like dragging it all over the house. She's got it in her mouth, but she's not holding it up. She's holding it on the ground, so it's dragging along the ground, and I can hear the eyes. I can hear the eyes of the toy like scraping along the hardwood floors. It's frickin' darling. It's absolutely adorable. Yeah, you're gonna bring it back? No, she still has to... She's got a lot more chewing to do on it. She's got to really, really chew it. Do you give her treats when she does something good? Oh yeah, she gets treats throughout the entire day. Absolutely. I was having an issue with her not wanting to eat her dog food for a while. I got special powder that you can sprinkle on the dog food to make it more delicious. I didn't think that doing wet food every day for both meals was a good idea, so I was giving her wet food every once in a while as well. And then I just realized that if I give her a treat after she finishes her food, she is much more likely to finish the entire bowl quickly. So now, every day, every morning and every night, she finishes her meal and then she comes to find me to be like, come look at the bowl. Come look at the bowl. Come on, come look at it. I did it. I ate it all up. Now you give me a treat, right? Exactly. You're too strong. I can't take it from you. Oh, it's also real wet. She's really done a number on goobing it up. Like dog spices, says Ritus? Yeah, basically. The original one that I got for her was freeze-dried liver that was ground into a powder, but it's like less than $1 worth of freeze-dried liver, and they charged like $30, $40 for a bag of it. I was like, no thank you. I will just blend. I'll just put some milk bones into the magic bullet and make my own powder. It's way more affordable and very delicious for her. Yeah, I don't buy her the same brand of dog food twice in a row. We rotate through a bunch of different brands so that she has some variety in what she's eating. We have the milk bone powder that we put over top of it, which is wonderful. She really likes that as well. And then she gets a treat after she finishes her meal. Yeah, the incentive for eating her food is more food. Dogs are so funny. I think it's also the like specialness of the treat. That it's up in a jar on the top of the fridge. It's so special. I feel like it has more of a psychological element than even a flavor or taste element to it. Have you ever given her bologna or salami for a meal? I don't give her a lot of people food, unless it's fruits and vegetables, like carrots and cucumbers. She loves iceberg lettuce. The difficulty is that on the rare occasions that I have given her meat, she'll stage a hunger strike for days afterwards. Literally for days afterwards, she won't eat anything. And I don't blame her. Meat is delicious. Meat is so good, it completely changed and rewired our brains. Like, you should definitely take a look into the history of meat for all of our humanity. And the way that we eat meat, even in the last like 70, 60 years, is very fucking unusual for us. Humans shouldn't be eating meat every single day, especially not for multiple meals of the day. I feel like even just 3 or 4 generations ago, it was like you would have a primarily fruit, vegetable, and grain-based diet, and you would occasionally have meat. You would have like a meat dinner once a week. And it was like that for hundreds of years. The absolute wealthiest of the wealthy would maybe have like meat more often. But for the average person, exactly right, as meat was a luxury. And now you can have meat with every single meal of the day. And it is incredibly delicious, absolutely. But it's also not necessarily good for us on a lot of different levels. So no meat for you, my love. Oh, there we go. I love it. Somebody on the American Dad subreddit this morning discovered that the episode where Roger and Steve switch faces, because Steve has a crush on this girl at his school, obviously, but he's too shy to talk to her himself. So Roger's like, here's what we can do. I'll switch faces with you. Hi. He says, I'll switch faces with you and I'll talk with her and it'll be fine. Roger is at the school dance with this high school girl that Steve was in love with, but he's pretending to be Steve. And he's dancing to Call Me Maybe. Somebody on the subreddit this morning realized that he's doing the exact dance to Call Me Maybe from Just Dance, from the video game Just Dance. And I want to meet the person who was in charge of picking that out, being like, we need to have Roger dancing at this dance. What kind of dance should he do? I know, let's copy the dance from Just Dance. Belle, do you want me to throw your toy? You have to bring it here. Oh, yeah. So many thoughts and so many feelings. She's just got to tell me all about them. Yes, gout is the king's disease, absolutely. It's true. It's true. When I adopted a stray pup, says Marcus. Aurelius or Aurelius? I feel like I heard somebody pronounce it once and I was like, oh, I've been doing it so wrong. Fuck. When I adopted a stray pup, I fed her biscuits the first time, I remember. When I brought the salami next time and she tasted it, the bloodlust was instantaneous, the erratic sniffing around for more. And that's exactly it. It's not just dogs that have that response. It's human beings as well. You taste it and you go, this is what makes me happy. This is what makes me feel good. This is what makes me feel full. But the truth is, that's not necessarily true. There's probably a lot of foods that can give you that feeling, but it doesn't have that deep psychological ping like meat does. Roger is the best cartoon character ever created, changed my mind. His development was really wonderful. I'm glad that they let him change. It's something that I really enjoy about American Dad, is that they let their characters change and not in a Flanderization type of way. They let their characters naturally progress and develop. I like how Steve has grown. I love Francine. As far as like sitcom cartoon moms go, Francine is just absolutely amazing. She's all over the place. Sometimes she's an absolute fucking genius. Other times, she's Francine. That pup went with me on foot to school, waited for me a couple hours in front of the school. So cute. Roger is the best, says Moldy Mango. Yeah. My favorite scene is when Haley and Roger are at the mall. And he's there putting on makeup at the makeup counter going, I got my colors done today. I'm an autumn. And Haley responds, I've been with you the whole time. You haven't spoken to anyone. And you've been putting lipstick on your eyelids for the past 30 minutes. Haley's such a bitch. You can definitely use lipstick as eyeshadow. Bitch. Bitch, Haley. Emo says, sounds like my high school experience with girls. Shane says, when American Dad was new, I just thought Roger was like a cheap knockoff of Stewie from Family Guy. How wrong I was. Yeah. Also, American Dad wasn't just created by Seth MacFarlane. Mike White and I forget the other creator's name, which is kind of a shame. I feel bad for that. There was 3 different people who created American Dad. And I think that is one of the reasons why it's such a wonderful and entertaining show. It wasn't just Seth MacFarlane's baby, although he does provide the voice for a lot of the characters. That garter looks like it's fighting for its life. No, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Yeah. Also, Moldy Mango, it's been a fucking minute. Where were you? In my mind, you were on a business trip, just dreaming of me every day. I always liked the third wall breaking ongoing bit where they know that this character was going to be Roger. I really loved that. Yes, as the seasons progressed and the family started realizing, this is going to be you, isn't it? Roger, is this going to be you? Am I going to go and show up and it's going to be you? Steve goes to clown school. He goes to like a clown camp. He's like, this clowning school is regarded as one of the best clowning schools in all of North America. And the teacher is so widely regarded as the greatest of the great. He's gonna, oh shit, it's gonna be Roger, isn't it? And of course it's fucking Roger. I think the best version of that they did is when Roger teaches Francine how to cook. And she's standing on the dock of an island. They had to take like a fucking seaplane to get to this island. And then Roger's standing in front of her as the new character who's going to teach her how to cook. He's a parody of a very, very famous chef that I do not remember the name of. And she's like, so this is it. Like, you're here, and if I turn around, you're going to be gone, right? And then she keeps turning around and seeing, like, actual Roger versus the character, the persona that he's playing in front of her. And he's so out of breath, and he goes, that's enough, turning around, because Roger can move at super speed. This is the thing that works about the world. There's a great integrity inside the world. Why can Roger do all these personas? Because he can move really, really fast. And they established that in the Jenny from the Block episode. Where Snot feels so sad, so he starts dating one of Roger's personas. And then Roger has sex with Snot, but it's not actual real sex because he doesn't have a vagina. Moldy Mango, I fucking knew it. Okay, but to be honest, this episode is one of my least favorites. That episode that this clip is from when Francine becomes a bodybuilder, but she goes too hard into being a bodybuilder. She pushes herself too hard, And then she ends up having a brain aneurysm. And the first time I saw that in the episode, because they show it, it's like a very cinematic, terrifying, she's flexing as hard as she can, and it shows the tension rising all the way up through her body. And then you see the vein pop in her head, and her eyes like go off to either side, and she collapses. It reminded me so much of the opening scene of that Mission Impossible movie with Carrie, what's her last name? Carrie, I love that I can't remember her last name. She's just my good friend Carrie. Oh no. That scarred me. That scarred me for life. Anything to do with brain damage, with like brains being cut into, brains exploding, brain vessels popping, any of that stuff is just, I can't fucking handle it. It's too fucking much for me. I mean, there's some types of body horror that I can handle. I liked The Fly. If you haven't seen The Fly, you have to check out The Fly. That movie is amazing. Carrie Ellis? No. No. Francine is actually a good character, whereas Lois just feels like Peter's wife. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get a sense of who Lois is outside of being a wife and a mother, which is one of my least favorite fucking tropes. It's so off-putting, just like so instantly off-putting, where it's like these characters just exist in relation to their family. Whereas Francine has so much depth to her. Francine has so many desires. Francine has her own thoughts, her own feelings. She's like goofy. She gets really invested in like the most random things. She also has such a rich history as well. That like she was adopted. She has Asian parents. She has a sister who she has a complicated relationship with. She's been in about like 200, 250 fights. And yeah, she killed her college roommate. You don't remember that? Like, there is so much history just beyond who she is as a mother and wife. Carrie Elwes, Carrie Dogan, no! My friend asked, says Sam Dog, what he should do if he accidentally swallowed a hidden microphone. I said he should tell a doctor that he has a stomach bug. I love it. I love it, Sam Dog. I love it each and every day, and I love it a lot. And I love it a lot. Hi, pup. What? Where's your toy? You have to bring it here. She knows she has to bring it here, and yet whenever I say it, I can see it light up in her head that she's like, oh yeah, I gotta bring it here. You're a very silly dog. You're a very silly dog. Okay, you're gonna let me throw it? Good girl. Wait, Francine killed her college roommate? I don't remember that. Yes, and she says it exactly like that. She goes, yeah, I killed my college roommate. You didn't know? Like so casually and so just like as if you would say, oh yeah, I used to do pole vaulting. You didn't know? There's like a great confidence and an excellent amount of relaxation in Francine that I really admire. You brought it back. You're so good. Oh, she's such a good dog. Oh, she's such a good dog. You're making me want to go rewatch all the old American Dads now. Do it. It's a wonderful. There's a lot of excellent rewatchability in American Dad. Because the older we get, oh my God in heaven. Oh my God in heaven. I don't love that you're busy with work and work trips, but I do love the fruit of your loins. Loins being how your boss probably has your cock and balls in a vice. Holy fucking Christ. Oh my God. I just stole all this money from him. Somebody call the cops. I've robbed this man blind. No. Oh no, poor Moldy Mango. Moldy Mango, I robbed you. I stole this all from you. Oh jeez. Oh god, time to take me away. Cuff me, boss. Just kidding. I'm sure you want me to cuff you. I'm 1000% sure that Moldy Mango wants me to cuff him. Look at me scamming again. Look at me scamming, begging. Good God in heaven, thank you so much, Moldy Mango. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ on a unicycle. The accusations. I love how it's both. I love how it's both. People love to come in and be like, you're a beggar who's begging for money, and you're also a thief who is stealing from people. And it's like, it can't be both. It couldn't possibly be both. Oh, and learning opportunity for 44 months. Learning opportunity, have you learned anything from me? Is it that I'm a thieving, begging scammer? Yeah, at least my dog likes me. At least my dog likes me. Too bad it's not actually cuffing season. That's in the wintertime, right? Who knows what that is? Sleazy One says, stunning as always, V. When I was in university, there was a drink called the Sleazy Treat. And it was like red wine and maybe like grenadine and orange juice with like a shot of, I don't know, vermouth maybe. I'm doing a terrible job of selling you on it, but it was fucking delicious. And every time I see the word sleazy, I'm just immediately like, sleazy treats? Sleazy treats? Anything with wine is a pass. You don't like sangria? You don't like sangria? Oh my god, I love sangria. I mean, I don't drink anymore. I think I'm never gonna drink ever again in my life. I think I'm okay never drinking again in my life. But if I was to have a drink, a glass of wine with dinner would probably be the thing that I would be the most comfortable with. Because there is some like delicious synergy between some food and some wine. Holy Christ, Moldy Mango, you made my goddamn day. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go take a really erotic photo of myself and post it on Instagram for you. I came back after I posted my photo. It's a good photo. I'm giving come fuck me eyes. I'm giving real good come fuck me eyes in the photo. What's good, Onsley? Oh yes, come fuck. Speaking of come fuck me, not necessarily come fuck me. What a great username, the Cuck Corner. Fiku, thank you very much. Bonnie Blue. Okay, I didn't know who she was, and she did it. She really did it. She went from, like, relative obscurity, truly. I mean, as far as, like, OnlyFans content creators go, they're never, like, truly fully obscure. There's usually, like, they have their fan bases. But Bonnie Blue was able to transcend just the OnlyFans level of notoriety into being like a household name. I don't know a lot of adult entertainment stars by name. I know Kimmy Granger because before she got her breast implants, she looked a lot like me. We had really similar body types. And I liked that about Kimmy Granger. I don't have anything against breast implants. I'm just sad that I see not as many women with my body type in pornography, and there are a lot of breast implants, which are not necessarily very healthy for us as women. But Bonnie Blue is the OnlyFans adult entertainer who had sex with 1,000 men in one day. 1,000 men in one day. Can you guys give me the math on that? Was it 24 hours? Or was it in like a 12-hour period? That's so many people. That's so fucking many people. I feel like there's literally only one other person in history who has ever fucked more people in such a short amount of time. And that's obviously Donald Trump, in the way that he fucked the American people. The difference is that Donald Trump fucking all of those people is non-consensual. But Bonnie Blue fucked all those guys consensually. That was, yeah, I can't imagine that it was more than a minute or two for each person. There was a time limit of 24 hours, that being like the standard one day. Oh my god, but she did it in 12? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Is it weird that I'm proud of her? Is it weird that I'm like, good for her? She did it real fast. She set out with a goal, and she not only met it, she exceeded it. Do you think after 12 hours she was like, bring on another 1,000? No. No. The Cut Corner says, I was watching the whole time that it happened. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No. No, please no. Were you looking for guys who looked like you? Or were you more into it if the guy looked nothing like them? That room would have been quite fragrant. They must have had a number of dehumidifiers running all over the fucking place. It's like 7 or 9 dehumidifiers just surrounding her. She's got jokes, but I'm sad about it. You're sad about Bonnie Blue fucking 1,000 people in one day? Joe says, was the election not consensual? So there have been a number of articles written recently, and I believe some lawsuits that are going to be filed about the legitimacy of the 2024 election. Because in one, I don't know if you guys call them ridings, in one district in New York State, Kamala Harris got 0 votes. And if you know anything about the state of New York, you know that that is unbelievable. That it would just, that to get 0 votes in a district of New York State for a Democrat is impossible. It is impossible. So I have always felt that the way that the American elections are run are just asking for interference. In Canada, our elections are done through paper ballots. They are physical paper ballots that are counted by hand with observers in the room. It would be impossible. It would be impossible in Canada to steal an election in that way. We also have really strict laws in place that if the count is close, like within like 500 or 1,000 votes or something, you have to do a recount, and then all those paper ballots are recounted by. Hi, baby. What you doing? Hi, baby. Do you want to come up? Do you want to play fetch? What do you want to do? You're just looking at me real hard. Yeah, Elon Musk even said, if it wasn't for me, Donald Trump wouldn't have won the election, which is a suspicious thing to say. A deeply suspicious thing to say. Do you guys wish you were my dog right now? With your head in my lap and me rubbing your little noggin? New York State isn't anywhere near as blue as New York the city. Well, I mean, I agree that, like, when you go into more rural areas, you do tend to find more conservative voters, but not zero Democratic voters. It would make sense, yeah, that there are some districts that lean more red than blue, but there's no district anywhere in the United States that is just pure fucking red. There is always going to be people who have differences of opinions and differences of policies. Even in very red districts, there are still blue survivors. Exactly. Like, there is often like one or two, maybe like 50, maybe 100, and they're quiet about it, and they are the minority, absolutely. But not zero. Not zero. I mean, Vermin Supreme got votes. It is possible. It is impossible for any candidate to get 0 votes. Exactly. Vermin Supreme, he wears a boot on his head. He got votes. Like, even if just for the jokes. There might be some tiny corners of West Virginia where there's like 0 blue voters. I suppose that's possible, yeah. In West Virginia, yeah. But not in New York State. Not in New York State. I think they tried last time and it didn't do enough, and that's why they complained so much. Like, if we were cheating and lost, they must have cheated harder. Also just, yeah, it feels a lot like they talked a lot about like how rigged the election was, and then because they spoke about that so often, it sort of normalizes it for them to be like, well, the Democrats probably rigged the election, so if we rigged the election in our favor, we're just like evening the score. But yeah. West Virginia actually votes for Democrats a lot, interestingly. That's the thing. I'm like, it's never just 100% to one side of it. So, also, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills that I even have to say this. We saw, with our own eyes, each and every one of us, the incredibly low turnout for Trump's rallies, for Trump supporters. We saw the empty stadiums. We saw the scarce crowds. We all saw that. And I'm not saying that there is always a direct correlation between people showing up for policy and people voting for policy. But it was so fucking stark. It was so obvious. Like, even the military parade that Trump just had for his birthday had an embarrassingly low turnout. A genuinely embarrassingly low turnout. While the No Kings protest was legendary in the support and in the, like, scores of people who showed up. It's like they cheated on the test and then they wrote the other person's name on it too. It's because all the unions and the manufacturing in the area. Oh yeah, it's such a chill doggo. She's my happy girl. He got mad at Hegseth because the army weren't marching in unison and waving to the crowd. He said it looked too jolly. I heard that he was caught on a hot mic being like, in North Korea, Kim Jong-il has like the right, that military is intimidating. Like, Donald Trump was caught on a hot mic literally saying that he wanted his military show to intimidate people, which is not what the American military is about. It is not meant to intimidate the average person. The military is meant to protect the average person and meant to be seen as relatable because, like, military guys are just regular fucking dudes. And someone died at that parade too. I heard about that, Braxy Bear, yes. A truck carrying one of the tanks ran over a pedestrian and killed them. It's fucking nightmarish. This guy's username, this damned POS. Keep in mind, Republicans actually work? No, honey. No, they don't. We're gonna ban you for lying. No, they do not. They're busy at tanning booths. They're busy fucking getting plastic surgery. They are definitely not working for the average person. Yikes. The solidarity. Even Trump couldn't believe he won again. He was shouting that Dems were ripping again until it shifted in his favor. Yeah. There was also an organized effort to call in threats to get polling places closed on election day. Disgusting behavior. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Oh my god, here, let me take care of these idiots. This guy, for whatever reason, is bringing up Iran. There is no reason to bring up Iran. We're not talking about that right now. You are truly just the dumbest of the dumb. These people who just, they're like, what idiotic buzzwords can I just insert into a conversation that has nothing to do with what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. It's not anything that I need to pay attention to. No, thank you. And now the cat coming over? I know, it's your lucky day. It's your lucky day with these happy honeys. Hey, Bal, do you want to come up over here to make room for the cat? Up? Yeah. And then the cat can come up over here. If you sit down over here, good girl. And maybe the kitty cat will come up too. Having all three of them in the frame makes me feel like a literal goddess. Hi, puppy dog. The sweet puppy dog. She's so cute, I die. She's so cute and I die. Someone I follow on Twitch said that they saw cops shoot someone at the protest who did not survive right in front of them, but it wasn't even mentioned in the news. And Ritus is saying, no way something like that could be covered up so easily. Oh my god. I don't mean to alarm you guys, but it's happening. It's really happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, this is heaven. This is heaven on earth. Dear Lord, thank you for the blessings that you have bestowed upon me. Oh my god, look how scared the dog is. The dog is reasonably and legitimately terrified of the kitty cat. Not because the kitty cat is mean, but just because she's a cat and you should be afraid of cats. They're scary babies. Oh, she's a good baby though. Randy Llama, perfect time to subscribe. A perfect time to subscribe. The fear is very visible. The dog will not even look at the cat. Yes. The dog knows that to respectfully avert the eyes is the only way to deal with the kitty cat. The laser says, I did see the crowd ahead panic and start running towards me, and that was terrifying. Look at her, she's trying to like tuck her little feet up underneath her. Oh, but she still wants pets. Yeah. If I stare just straight ahead, I may survive. Right, as to your point about being able to cover up or hide deaths that happen as the result of these protests, I would say it's possible. There are so many algorithms in place to carefully cultivate and curate what kind of information we are allowed to have. Oh dear. Oh, good girl. Good girl, that was so brave of you. You're such a good girl. So brave, my brave good girl. Oh, and my kitten. She's giving me headbutts. Oh, yes. Yes, the hierarchy in my house goes the cat, me, the dog. In that order and to that proportion. Oh, they're so cute. My babies. My babies. This makes me happier than anything in the world. This is everything I need. This is Cat Sandra, and this is Hannibal. But we call her Bal and Kitty. Yeah. Are you guys here because you like my outfit too? Cat Sandra likes my outfit because anytime I wear black, she's like, good, finally you're wearing the right color. And the puppy and I both have brown hair. Oh, such a good kitty. Such a good kitty. Look at how shiny she is too. Do you guys see the shine on her fur? She's a healthy girl. She's fat. The cat's overweight. The cat is overweight because when the dog doesn't eat her food, the cat will eat the dog food, which is not something, I mean, usually you have to prevent the dog from eating the cat food, but the dog would never go near the cat's food. The dog obviously values its life deeply, and so the dog would never go near the cat's food. But the cat, because she runs the fucking show, the cat is like, oh dog, I'm gonna eat your food. And literally, at least once a week, I will come into the kitchen to Bal standing a foot away from her bowl, and Cat Sandra's just like buried her little face in the dog food bowl. You can't eat dog food, it's making you fat. It's making you a fatty boom batty. And what breed is the dog? She is a Cocker Spaniel Poodle. You're a Cocker Spaniel Poodle. You guys were so close together. It's nice. It's so nice. Yay. It's so nice to be close together. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh. Yay. Bal, it's okay. You're okay, good girl. The kitty cat's not gonna attack you. If anything, she's gonna attack me. Let's be honest. If anything, the cat's gonna come and claw my fucking face off. Not because she wants to. Oh, hi, baby. Oh my god. You're such a baby. You're such a baby. Oh my god, the baby. The sweet babies. This is the best stream ever. This is literally the best stream ever. It's me, my tits and thighs, and the cat and the dog. Is it a cosplay? I don't know. Who would I be cosplaying as? What character wears this? It wasn't intended as a cosplay. It's just my I'm here to fuck you while you fuck yourself outfit. No, did you do a big yawn? Big yawn for such a little puppy. If reincarnation is real, I'm coming back as a cat to a loving owner. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's smiling. She's got a beautiful smile. Exactly. Wait a minute. If this is the best stream ever, then why are you not dropping gifted subs? I've been questioning that all day. But it's not smart to question fools. Hi, kitty. Hello, pretty kitty. Soft, beautiful angel. It is the cutest dog in Canada. You hear that? You're the cutest. You're the cutest. I think she knows it. Oh, kisses. Kisses from my kitty cat. Hi, puppy. Are you sad because I stopped petting you? Yeah, you don't gotta be sad. I'll keep petting you. trying to get your butt right underneath you? Her little legs. Her little legs just splayed out all over the place. Oh, where are you going? Okay. Look how fat she is. Oh, fatty boom batty. They're literally like yinging and yanging around me. Kitty, do not eat my hair. Oh no. Where are you going, Kitty? Do not eat my hair, Kitty. You gonna hit me with your tail? You gonna beat me to death with your beautiful little tail? The dog is looking concerned. Are you concerned about where the kitty's headed? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. She's not coming for you. She looks so menacing. You look so menacing. My menacing little angel. It's like how they say arguing on the internet is like wrestling a pig. Yep. They just bring you down into your level of shit. Interesting. Bao looks so much more like a boy with the short hair. It's my 2-month anniversary. Welcome back, ADD. And so far, it's been a great 2 months. Yeah, the pig will just enjoy it. Yeah. Also, I've been hearing this over and over and over again, and I'm gonna repeat it so that you hear it as well. The most valuable thing in our society today is your attention. In the olden days, the only way to generate value was through manufacturing. You had to make something. Oh shit! Oh shit, shit, shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna check on her. She's okay. She just slipped a little bit. She took a little tumble. The kitty cat's okay. I gave her lots of kisses and she was purring in my arms. I think it also just feels like a little embarrassing for the cats. Cats have like a real acute sense of pride. Unlike this little dog who's kind of just like a little goober. You're a little goober, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Oh, thank you for the paw. Yeah, you're a goober. Yeah, you're a goober. The cat's not a goober. The cat's a queen. Poor kitty cat. She slipped and she fell off the chaise. She dropped a bunch of... Oh, no. This is just fur from when I was petting her. Yes. Ooh. Oh. Kitty cat and puppy dog. Puppy dog, why does everyone think you're a boy? You gonna come lay down? Bao, come lay down. No? No, she's busy. She's busy doing her own dog business. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. But she's very busy. Busy doing dog business. Mysterious dog business. Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good girl. Oh, it's a good puppy. Oh, never mind. You don't want to lay down? No. Now is not the time to relax. Lock on, welcome back. You've gifted 2 subs in the channel entirely. Those are rookie numbers. We gotta get those numbers up. Maybe because of the white on her face, it looks like a mustache. I think it's also probably because there's this really awful trend in animation. That's right, lock on. There's this really terrible trend in animation that if you're a girl, you have to look like almost obscenely feminine and curvaceous. We know this. Like, think about Angel, Stitch's girlfriend from the Lilo and Stitch animated series. She's pink, she's got like the hint of a bosom, she's got like big eyelashes and stuff, and these are hyper feminine, to be honest, like kind of like over, like disgustingly feminine. And then so if an animal doesn't look hyper feminine, yeah, unfortunately it's not just in animation. It still happens to me sometimes when I'm at the dog park. I'll look at a dog and be like, that looks like a boy dog. And then you see it run by and you're like, but it doesn't have a boy dog penis and it's a girl dog. And why do I think this dog is a boy? Somebody said it earlier in stream too, that, or maybe it was like the other day in stream, that like cats are girls and dogs are boys. But that doesn't make any sense. There are lots of girl dogs. Look at her little smile. My smiley dog. The groomer did such a good job. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. The groomer did a great job on you. Yeah. Yeah, you got an excellent haircut. And there's lots of boy cats, exactly. That is one content pupper right there. Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's my happy girl. The other day when I was taking her for a walk, I was chatting with one of my neighbors, and they were like, how old is she? Because she seems kind of like a puppy. She seems less like a puppy with this haircut, because you can see she has like full-grown, like adult dog proportions. But when she's fluffy, it looks like she's got puppy dog proportions. And she also has, I'm sure you guys will know this if you've had dogs yourselves, there's a kind of like looseness in a puppy's body. The way they kind of like flap their feet, the way they kind of like move their body, it's kind of loose. There's like a really deep, like puppyish relaxation that they often have. And she's kept that. She's kept that like loose puppy body her entire life. And so I told my neighbor, I was like, oh, she's actually gonna be 8 in September. She's like a full-grown adult dog. But she retained her puppy-like personality for her whole entire life. And my neighbor said, that's a mark of a good owner. Yeah. It made me feel so happy. It made me feel so content. And I hadn't even thought of that, yeah, her delightful her delightful innocence is because I fostered it. Because I want you to be a baby. Yeah, I don't want you to feel like you need to be a big grown-up dog. You deserve to be a baby, because you are the baby. Oh, look at that smile. And your beautiful shiny white teeth. Oh, yeah. You know you got the right spot on their head when they start slowly closing their eyes? Oh, we're getting that real slow eye close. Yeah. Yeah. The ponytail looks so good. You like my hair? Gee, thanks, just bought it. Hi. Look, that's a good spot. Yeah. I had a cat for 12 years, and he had an actual name, but he only ever got called Kitty. Yeah. It's a good name. I could just call her Puppy all the time, too. Hi. Oh, sweet baby. Maybe everyone thinks you're a puppy because I call you Puppy all the time. What's your right spot? Right in the wallet. That's where you start tickling my wallet. Ooh, baby. That's gonna get my leg thumping and my eyes closed real slow. Hi, DJ. Hi, Welly. Looking fantastic today, as per usual. I'm really enjoying my, like, Fierce Friday looks. It's when I bust out the latex on Friday. It's the reward for making it through the week. Oh, what about an ear scratch? Oh, ear scratches are fucking heavenly. Oh, yeah, you see that stretch? Oh, that's a good ear scratch. Oh, yes. Oh, we're getting close to the spot where the foot's gonna come up. Oh, let's see. Maybe we gotta scratch the inside of the ear, not just the outside. Oh, yeah. That's a good dog. Hi. Hey, beautiful girl. Oh, her ears pop up so sweetly. In the past, when I would go to get her groomed, the groomers would leave the hair on her ears long, which is like the style for Cocker Spaniels. But I didn't love it, which means I would sometimes trim it myself. But I was so glad yesterday when I got to the groomers, and I was like, I think we need to just like take her all the way down. We just like really need to like shorten it because it's gonna get so hot. And I was like, keep her face and her ears nice and short too, because when her muzzle is like so long and hairy, she gets swamp mouth. The like fur, she'll go drink water, she'll go drink food, she'll be like panting and drooling and sweating as dogs do. Oh yeah. And so keeping her face nice and short, keeping her ears nice and short, I hope is going to help her as it gets hotter in the next couple weeks. And it is going to get hotter. It's going to be 30 degrees next week, which for Toronto in June is fucking ridiculous. That's a really, really clear indication of the climate sort of tipping over into apocalyptic nature. We're doomed, puppy. We're doomed. Yeah. We're doomed. Climate change is coming for us. It's kind of more of a climate catastrophe now. Like, I didn't want to be so negative when they talked about we need to like greatly reduce. We have to like greatly reduce our carbon footprints. We have to greatly reduce our carbon output. We have to like start working towards a happier and healthier planet. And while they were talking about all these things, in my heart of hearts, I was like, I don't see it happening. I mean, not just I physically don't see it happening, but I, in my imagination, cannot imagine these multi-billion-dollar corporations suddenly deciding that, like, do you know what's more important to me? The environment instead of my profits. It is just always about the profits. And truthfully, saving the environment, looking out for Mother Nature, is not profitable enough. It's just not. And that's really too bad. It's really sad. Hello, looking fantastic today, as per usual. What's good, V? Hello, doggo. Hello, everyone. Happy solstice, I guess, then. Yeah. It costs a lot of money, and it will be mildly inconvenient. And it's just all about the profits. It's just all about the profits. Hey, Dashing. Where'd you get 69 bits from? Where'd those 69 bits come from? Straight from your heart. I just happened to have them. Just rolling around. Oh! The laser! The laser, thank you. Thank you very much. And you subscribed using your Prime. Yes! Fuck yes. Yeah, that too. The heart thing. Yeah. Laser's gifted subs came straight from his dick. I can tell. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Just pop those right in there. A corporation's bottom line? How about the religious ecstasies of Emmanuel instead? Profits over profits. Oh my god. Her or their, please, not his. I apologize. I should not have assumed your gender. Sweet, beautiful girl. I should have known that only a woman could step up in that way. God bless you. Cameron Blue Yoshi, it's been a minute. You used to come in every single day and then we lost you. I'm glad you found your way back to us. Oh, yeah. Don't ever leave me again. I'll come and I'll hunt you down. I'll make it so you're never allowed to leave ever again. I gotta scoop my butt back. Oh, there's fur everywhere. Oh my goodness. It is shedding season. Look at this. And I did spend a considerable amount of time this morning brushing the kitty cat, but you can brush the kitty cat all you want, and she's always gonna have more fur to brush. Oh, that's so much better. Now I can actually lean back without, like, tucking my hips in. Yeah, there we go. Looking regal as always. The hair, the body, the outfit, the attitude. Yeah, just doing my best Invader V life. Hey puppy, you came back. What's good, dog? What's good? You want to come back up? Come here. Oh, no, I think she's... Are you looking for the next game we're going to play? The way she looks at me, my ex-boyfriend used to get unnerved by it, and he didn't like it. I mean, rightus? I don't think you need to explain it all to everybody. I really don't. I think you can just be like, we had a falling out. I think it's just as simple as that. Don't worry about it, rightus. You don't need to explain it to multiple people. It's not even that interesting. Just say we had a falling out. Yeah. I was working my job every weekday. But today I took a day off this morning because I'm extending my Juneteenth weekend. Juneteenth was yesterday, by the way. Yes, I knew it was yesterday, yeah. I saw all the wonderful celebrations. I don't know, I mean, I guess I do get it because it's like the 19th of June. It sucks that I couldn't extend it for the entire weekend for everyone. Just give you the Thursday and the Friday off. Because having a Thursday off is like, oh, I still got to go into work on Friday. Yeah, says Rightus. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Whew. The laser says, I get Friday afternoons off in the summer. What? That's amazing. The employer knows that nobody is working now anyway. Oh my God. That is a smart boss. That's amazing. I wish more bosses had that fucking sensitivity and that intuition. Yes. Like, you know that people are not going to be putting out their best work on a Friday afternoon. But giving them a Friday afternoon off will definitely motivate them to work harder for you. It's a deep appreciation. You recognize my needs, and I'll recognize that I gotta get this work done. That's amazing. I love hearing it. I hope more bosses are like that. And don't in France they just take the whole month of August off? Oh my God, do they? That's amazing. Nobody works in August in fucking France. Everybody gets the day off. Perfect. The day off. The month off. Oh, I mean, I guess you're making a joke. I just don't think it's a very good one. Japan's work culture is awful. It's, I think, the primary reason for their intense decrease in birth rates. Same thing with South Korea. Yeah. The plummeting birth rates. I mean, maybe if we're lucky, birth rates going down will help offset some of the climate change that we're experiencing. And if hopefully there are less people in the world, we'll be pumping out less toxicity into our environment. We have such a small and finite amount of space. And we definitely treat it like it's infinite and forever, which is really too bad. Really quite a shame. I don't really know what to do about it, though. How do we fix this as a society? Yeah, the job culture, the work culture in Japan is bizarrely bad. I would agree, Rightus. In the private sector, yeah, their civil jobs are actually pretty cool. So many gardeners making pretty flower boxes along the city streets. I mean, that's nice. I think it's pretty easy to look at like one type of job, especially one about like making pretty flower boxes, and be like, isn't this great? Isn't Japan wonderful? It's a little myopic. It's kind of myopic. I think the larger picture is that there's a deep imbalance in the work culture, which demands much too much from the average person. North Countryman says, yeah, Japan does a lot of things right, but that is not one of them. Yeah. There's also this romanticizing that goes on about Japan, especially for people who have never been to Japan or never lived in Japan, where they're like, it's the future, it's so wonderful, it's so great, everything is perfect there, why can't the rest of the world be more like Japan? And it's like, you are not paying attention to all the things that you don't want to notice. Which, in that case, of course it's going to seem beautiful and wonderful and futuristic and amazing and perfect. Like, look at all the delicious food, look at all the beautiful, delicious culture. But, I mean, there's a lot of really terrible things about Japan and Japanese culture that people just purposefully ignore. And I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. I've been watching a decent amount of videos about Japan, and their job is all they get to do. The work that they do doesn't really need these crazy hours, but staying long hours is to appeal to the boss to be able to get a promotion in 20 years, which is wild. There's a very strict social code. There's a lot of social stigma. And that does not create a great sense of community. It creates a great sense of conformity, which is another huge problem in that, like, unfortunately, a lot of Japanese people really, really despise anyone who isn't Japanese going to Japan or living in Japan. That I've heard consistently that any person, even if they get married to a Japanese person and have Japanese children, they will face a ton of fucking stigma as a foreigner forever and ever and ever. Working past 5 p.m. is a scam. Moldy Mango, like how I'm scamming you out of all of your money? And I only do it until 4 p.m. I'm scamming the scams. Scamorama-ding-dong. Sorry, I can't help myself. In aggregate, we work more hours than them. After all, they got their wretched job culture from MacArthur's Reconstruction in Showa era. Okay. I'm glad that you are flexing your knowledge. I think that is wonderful. I also think that you are kind of purposefully speaking in a way that is non-conversational. It's a sort of like overt intellectual conversation wherein that's not appropriate for what we're doing right now. And I'll be honest with you, it's annoying. It's annoying. I'm trying to sit here and have a conversation with more than just you, and you're talking to me as if we're in some sort of academic debate. That's not what we're doing right now. It's not appropriate. This is a parasocial relationship. I'm not sitting next to you in class discussing this. Just fucking chill, dude. How am I supposed to respond to what he says? I don't even know if any of that is true or not. And he knows that there's no way for me to sit down and look it up because I'm not sitting here to do research about Japan. I'm sitting here trying to have a conversation on my Twitch stream. And that conversation is about how, hey, different cultures in different parts of the world are definitely contributing to a lot of unhappiness in a lot of different ways. It's not just North America, it's not just Asia. It definitely is time for me to take a break. That's right, Rightus. BRB. I'm back. Oh, and I see we're talking about working past 5 p.m. is a scam. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. You definitely deserve to have your own time in your own day. And, like, if you're working so late into the day and then, like, it takes time to get home, takes time to relax, I agree. And then being salaried is... yeah, that gets into, like, another kind of complicated little conversation where you're like, I'm being paid all this money to do all this work, but the work is definitely taking me more than 8 hours a day to get done. One of my best friends works like 12 hours a day. He works from home, but he will, like, really often work from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. And he's like, well, like, this work just needs to get done, and, like, if I don't get it done, then, like, it's my responsibility to get it done. And I'm just like, I hate this for you. I hate that you're sitting at your desk all day fucking long. It's nice that he gets to work from home. I do really enjoy that. I think that's wonderful for him as well. But it also feels like that's kind of a scam as well. Yeah, Moldy Mango, you need to take a real nice long lunch to even it out. I agree. Your job is a place where rules lawyering is 100% a good idea. I don't exactly know what those words mean. I don't understand rules lawyering. Fair. I got past 40 hours a week every once in a while, but not very often, and only when it's actually urgent. That's kind of understandable. That's, like, a little bit more understandable, like, if it's every once in a while and if it comes because of, like, a rush of work. But it's when it becomes the standard is such a fucking hopeless situation, so heartbreaking. My job right now has mandatory overtime, but it's really only strongly requested. If, like, today I had nothing better to do and I wanted the 1.5 extra pay, then sure. The Laser says, I see a lot of my newer salaried coworkers trashing their health and working insane hours, hoping that they'll get noticed or something, and that is a scam and a half. It's very suppressing. It's so sad. It feels more like thievery than me just sitting here asking you to gift subscriptions. Exactly, North Countryman. Chat, make sure that you are always properly compensated for the work that you do, so that you can properly pay Invader V. This is true. BRB, I'm gonna go get dinner. Okay, Rightus, go enjoy your dinner. Yeah, Delaser. Talaser. I hope it's okay that I'm just calling you the Laser instead of Talaser. But I get it, it's cute. If you give an inch, they will take a mile. And then the expectation is that you continuously give miles. It's definitely not a give and take. Oh yeah, don't worry about it, North Countryman. If anyone needs banning, I can do it. Like, I timed out that guy who couldn't relax or calm down about the Japan conversation. That was, like, I mean, to what end was he arguing with me? Did he think he was going to change my mind about my own experience? Did he think that he was going to win a prize for just continuously, like, screaming about his own weirdness? I don't know. Curious, what costume is this? This is the Pay Me Now outfit. I'm glad you like it. I stopped working overtime when I saw that the overtime pay in my salary was lower. Ooh, that seems illegal. That seems deeply illegal. Cameron Blue Yoshi, I'm glad it's cooler for you today, yeah. Mango says there's a guy who works loads of overtime at work, and everyone wonders just like, what is he doing? It also, I feel like it has to be something that's sort of like deeply ingrained in them from childhood. It reminds me a lot of school, where the teachers would be like, you have to do this assignment. You absolutely must do this assignment. And I'm like, okay, but why? Well, because if you don't do this assignment, then you're gonna get a 0. Your grade is gonna suffer. And I'm like, hey, what do my grades matter? Well, because, and it's just like this ongoing thing of like, you need to constantly be worrying about impressing a person who's not even in the room with you yet. You need to do this assignment so that you get good grades, so that you get a good job, so that you can just work your ass off for somebody that you won't even meet. For somebody who doesn't even know your name. For somebody who doesn't appreciate you. How is this not a pyramid scheme? Feels awfully Ponzi. Feels deeply Ponzi-ish. I also really dislike this idea. I mean, that's not school's fault. There was a time where doing well in school would get you a good job, and then that would lead to a good and happy, healthy life. But I don't know if that world is still the world that we live in right now. Probably with the $10 an hour of overtime that they offered, they didn't account for the taxes. It would fuck up my normal salary. It made sense because I would have to call to get the secretary to pay my vacation money. Otherwise, for vacation time, I would not get paid. What? Oh my god. Rightus, this is wild. No, I live in Canada, which is why I don't really care about the weather in the United States. It's totally fine if you guys want to talk about the weather in the United States, but I live in Canada, so it's not particularly interesting or on topic for me. Yes, Rightus, that is some intense fucking bullshit. I am so sorry that you have to deal with that. That doesn't seem right at all. But then what do you do about this? If you try to fight it, if you try to go against it? How can you? Bring it to a labor lawyer. I mean, going to a lawyer costs a lot of money, and every company and every corporation obviously has much deeper pockets than just the average worker. It also takes time, which a lot of poor people don't have a lot of. It's very much a rock and a hard place that so many people find themselves in. Secret Genesis says, my employer has just said that they're going to stop paying overtime for certain tasks because it's expected of you. So now I've just started going home right on time no matter what I'm currently doing at the time. Yeah, Secret Genesis, good for you. Yes, absolutely. I wish more people were like you and less like Moldy Mango's coworker who's like doing all this extra work. Because again, it's not just shifting the bar of expectation for that individual employee. It's unfairly shifting the bar of expectation for all the employees around them. For stuff like this, it doesn't cost a lot, and the corporations know that it's not worth the fight and they'll back down a lot. And initial consults are free, but anyways. I'm pretty sure I got it all back with my taxes. Because compared, says Rightus, to everyone else I know, the tax return that I got was crazy huge amounts. Oh, that's good, Rightus, thank God. Pats Wallace says, oh, my favorite HR meeting. Yes, I'm here to talk to you about your terrible experiences with your other colleagues. And I'm here to make you feel all better, baby. By just letting you ignore the fact that it is just a fucking pyramid scheme. The only reason that they have employees is because they can turn a profit on their labor. No company would ever be like, we're gonna have a bunch of employees so that we can just break even. And everybody gets paid what they earn. Invader V, do you have any anime recommendations? Have you already watched Freerun Beyond Journey's End? Oh, yes. I cannot recommend it enough. You have already watched it. I got nothing for you then, dude. I don't know. Dan to Dan. I mean, to be honest, all the recommendations that I'm gonna give you are gonna be like the most popular of the most popular animes. I'm not really like a niche, small anime connoisseur, so there's probably somebody that you could ask that would have better information for you. Like Moldy Mango's got one for you. Said check out Black Lagoon if you're looking for something. Perfect. Never even heard of it. See, chatters, I said my piece and then I step back. I let V do with it as she pleases. Let others join in. Yeah. That's a little better, but yeah, I wouldn't work overtime if I had to wait for a tax return to get paid back either. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry I talked about the weather or the heat wave. I was feeling worried though. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's not a big problem. It's just difficult for like me to ever engage in a conversation about weather in a place that I don't live in. Is all the things that I have to say are like, oh, that sucks, or oh, that's great. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's not really an open-ended conversation. It's kind of a close-ended conversation, invariably. Digging the ponytail look today. I love it. Yeah, big sassy ponytail. The last season of Squid Game is coming out next Friday, which should be interesting. I guess so. The first season was great. Or, I guess good. I liked the cultural impact. It was really, really fun. I did not hear good things about the second season of Squid Game. I was not very popular, I guess. I think so often the first season of a lot of TV shows is the most engaging. It really... It's hard to be excited about watching a second season when the first season is often pitched and produced as an entire story. Like, all the characters that we were introduced to in the first season of Squid Game, we got their conclusion. I enjoyed it. I don't know. That's good. That's good, Rightus. I'm glad that you were into it. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by not watching it. I feel like I definitely got, like, a fuck ton of enjoyment out of the first season. But I'm just noticing that with so many, like, so many different TV shows. If there's a plan for a multi-season story arc, sign me up for it. And you can often see that in the first season, that like they're seeding a lot of information, they're seeding a lot of stories for like the upcoming seasons, and I really enjoy that. It also just unfortunately feels so exhausting to be like, this became really popular, we have to make a second season of it, and it's like, do we? Do we need a second season of this? Wouldn't it be great to like tell another story? Yup. Did you watch Severance? Oh, we watched the hell out of it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I watched the first season when it was, I'm going to say, like, relatively unknown. It kind of flew under the radar in the first season. Apple TV hadn't done a ton to advertise the first season of Severance, and I'm really glad they pulled out all the stops for advertising the second season because it was very well deserved. And I mean, I love it. I love that they gave us so much information in the first season. They set up so many of these characters. They created this incredible world. And it feels like, yes, this story is very important to be told, not too quickly, not in a condensed one season. It definitely needs like multiple seasons to get the full experience. There's a sweet spot for trying to tell these stories. V, your reasoning is unexpectedly logical on most of the topics that you talk about. And then Rightus very appropriately says, I'm sorry, why is that unexpected? I feel like I want to ban you for being so rude. I do not accept backhanded compliments. I will take them as insults because that is what they are. Yeah, I think we should just ban this person. I'm not going to tolerate being spoken to that way because I don't deserve it. So, go fuck yourself. Hi, Booty Bandit. How are you doing today? This is a rule for each and every one of you watching as well. Do not tolerate people who speak to you in this way. It is not appropriate, and they need to learn that they're being rude. And they'll learn that they're being rude by facing the consequences of their rudeness. Yeah, season 1 of Severance didn't leave a lot of loose ends that needed tying up in season 2. I definitely felt like it was a really excellent and logical continuation. And I even really enjoyed the pacing of season 2 of Severance as well. Thought it was wonderful. Are there any games that you're excited about? Not really. Not particularly. Oh, I meant that for season 1 of Squid Game. Oh, sorry. I completely misunderstood, right? It's my bad. I don't know what I was saying. No, there aren't a lot of video games that are coming out to entice me. I think with the popularity of Elden Ring, there's been this like huge push towards combat games. A lot of fighting games. I don't like fighting games. I'm not a big fan of fighting games. And that sucks because it would be so nice to have more like slice of life games and more like puzzle games, more creative games. Those are the ones that I really like, and I'm not seeing a lot of them coming out recently. It's mostly just a lot of fighting games. I love that Mr. Milchick gets so much screen time. He's so cool. Tremel Tillman completely changed Milchick's character. He was supposed to be a very minor character who was very weak and not particularly interesting. And they completely rewrote everything about that when Tremel Tillman was cast, because they realized that they're like underutilizing him would have been the greatest fucking offense to the story. And it is so wonderful. Oh, it makes me so happy. Severance has 1 to 2 additional seasons in it, I mean. Yeah. I agree. I think that like 4 seasons of Severance would be perfect. I think 3 seasons of Severance might also be really, really good. I guess I'm just greedy that I'm like, I want 4. I want 4. I want more. And 4 is more. But 5 would be too much. I don't think they have... The world isn't... I mean, there aren't enough characters. I know that we can like introduce new characters, but I don't know if that's always the best choice. I think 2 extra seasons would be fucking great. I'm waiting for the Sonic kart game in September to pretend it's as good as Mario Kart on Switch 2. I stopped watching season 2 of Severance for Silo. It's pretty decent. You know you can watch both of them. You can do more than one STV series. You're allowed to. Blueprints is a puzzle game, is it not, chat? It might be. I don't know if I've heard of it before or not. I heard that every episode of Severance costs like $25 million. What? No. That's not possible. That's not possible. Have you actually watched this? Like, where would that money go? There's no way it costs $25 million to film every episode of Severance. Maybe it was like $25 million for the entire season. But there's no fucking way. They don't have enough locations. They don't have enough characters. They don't have enough, like, CGI or costuming or anything like that. There's no fucking way. Yeah, let's get 30 seasons like of The Simpsons. Ugh. Yeah. I don't even want to think about The Simpsons. Yeah, Adam Scott just getting paid $15 million an episode. Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm not saying that the actors don't deserve like a fuck ton of money, but I don't see $25 million per episode is insane. You could just make up any number you want on the internet. You just make it all up. Okay, good idea or terrible idea? They introduced Steve Carell into Severance. So I think one of the best things about Severance is that it's not just jam-packed with the same famous people over and over and over again. That we got Zach Cherry and we got Britt Lower. There obviously is like John Turturro, and there is Christopher Walken, and they're very famous actors as well. But I like that they gave a chance to other actors who are not so famous. And now they are. I'm looking, articles are saying 20 million. $20 million an episode? Or $20 million for the entire season? I am shocked. $20 million an episode? There's no way. $20 million per episode is what they're saying. What the fuck? This high cost is attributed to factors like major stars' salaries. Okay. Elaborate sets. I mean, was I watching the same TV show as them? Are the sets that elaborate? And production delays due to industry strikes. I did not get the experience from watching that show that it was $20 million an episode that we were watching. That seems like a money laundering scheme. That's such an insane budget for episodes that just take place mostly in the office. That's crazy. Oh, look at me not knowing how much anything costs. Wow. There is a lot of very expensive furniture in the show. But most often that furniture is rented. And so renting the furniture should definitely not cost as much as purchasing all of it. To be honest, the whole season cost $200 million and people just divided it per episode. That makes sense. So yeah, it probably wasn't a perfectly even split of every episode being $20 million. It was probably that, like, this episode cost 50 and this episode cost 5. Interesting. I don't know if that maybe helps. It makes a little bit more sense that there are definitely some episodes that were very technical heavy with like a lot of CGI. The first episode of season 2, the very first moment of it, with Adam Scott's character Mark running through the halls of Lumen, they did a lot of CGI in that moment, a ton of it, and lots of very expensive camera work as well. And so I could see that first episode being very, very expensive and taking a big chunk of the budget. Yeah, they paid the fuck out of those goats, didn't they? Good for a meal. Yeah, awesome sauce. It seems like, were they buying all that furniture instead of renting it? That's crazy. I mean, when you compare it to a movie, which most movies are like between an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, and they cost upwards of like $100, $200 million, we got 10 hours of television for $200 million, which is actually more efficient than doing a movie, considerably. Wow, those numbers are just fucking insane, though. I hope the writers are being paid well. They deserve it because the writing is what makes it so standout and phenomenal. Make sure those writers are getting their fucking due, my dudes. Absolutely. That's a crazy amount of money. You know what, though? I love it. Money well spent. I feel like I definitely got $200 million worth of enjoyment out of watching season 2 of Severance. Yeah. It was deeply pleasurable. Visually stunning. So many good, like, shots that just, like, ring out in my mind for the exquisite framing and the lighting and the emotion that they conveyed. I loved Cobell's episode. It made me so sad that so many people disliked it. I think it was one of the shorter episodes as well. But there was so much emotion, and there was so much to be fucking learned from all the subtleties of the communication between the characters, from the landscape that it was filmed in. I loved it. It was amazing. Yeah, that's right, North Countryman. It's great. Better than great. Joestar says, your hips look so wide in the best way possible. What the heck? They are really wide. I got real wide hips. I got an ass that just won't quit. Wait, maybe one day it will. I hadn't even considered that. Oh God, I hope my ass doesn't quit one day. I need it to keep going. I can't handle it quitting on me. The tits can't run the whole show. Although they're doing a great job of it today. They really are. Really coming up above and beyond the tits today. I love them. No, I'm not gonna let my ass quit. I simply won't allow it. That's what exercise is for. You sweat and you work and you push your heart and your soul into your ass, and then your ass becomes your heart and your soul. And it's beautiful. And I love it. Wouldn't change a thing. Although it does give me a very critical perspective on other people's hips and butts. So I don't go on Instagram very often because the things that I see on Instagram make me feel really weird. Like, I don't know if this is still very prevalent, but around the time that I was like, I'm done looking at Instagram, I'm not opening this app unless I'm just uploading, and even then I'm not going to be looking around. But there are so many pictures of women, most often in the gym, wearing like really tight gym outfits, which I love. Give me all those tight gym outfits, women, no problem. But they're taking the photo from the front, and you could see the curve of their butt cheek from the front. Like, you could see this is like their hip coming out, and then it would go in, like off to the side here, and that would be like their butt cheek, but their knee and their leg would be facing forward. And I'm very flexible. I'm really fucking flexible. There is no way that I can twist my body so that the curve of my butt cheek is going to come out on the side of my hip. And so maybe I'm just like missing an obvious twist, or maybe I'm not being generous enough in my interpretation of it, but my ass is very firmly on the back of my body. And it does not come out, like my hips will come out to the side, absolutely, as we can see. But there's no way that you can see my butt cheek at all if I'm facing forward, which a lot of these women were. It's very confusing to me. RP Jesus says, I just deleted Twitter and Reddit today because I am tired of comparing myself to others online. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I think universally people who get rid of their social media presence notice a great uptick in their mental well-being. I think that's wonderful. Squiddy, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm not loving the way that you're speaking to me. Please don't talk to me that way. It's not appropriate. Yeah. Choppy Frog says it might be a sign of a BBL. I hate that my initial gut reaction to people getting Brazilian butt lifts is to judge them negatively. Just really negatively. I don't like it. It makes me feel sad and uncomfortable and a little revolted, which I recognize that's not great for me. That's not great. I shouldn't do that. Yeah, says Ritus. I deleted my Twitter and I've never felt better. Yeah. Is the volume really soft or is it just me? I think it's probably just you. The volume's the same as it always has been. Like literally since the day I started streaming. This is just the way that my volume is. I'm not doing an ASMR stream eating my microphone. What's good, Derek Bundy? Thank you for the compliment. Lovely outfit. It's great. Yeah. Oh, North Country said, I've noticed that it is too. Okay, there you go. Is that better? Now the microphone's right in my face. And can you hear me now? Is it better? Did you like that? And there you go. There you go. Is that better? Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I think it's crazy, though. I mean, literally every other person who was talking in stream for hours was also able to hear me perfectly fine. Like, literally every single other person was like, I can hear you. I'm responding to you. I know what you're saying. But okay, if you need this, then there you go. Thanks for complaining. Yeah, it sounded fine before. I mean, I can see the input of it on my computer, and I can see that it's fine. But honestly, sometimes you just do nothing, and you say, okay, I fixed it. And then people go, yeah, you did fix it. And it's like, I didn't do anything different. Like, the microphone being here versus the microphone being here is not a huge difference. I can see the audio input is like a tiny bit lower, like a couple of decibels lower, but it's not that big of a difference. There's a huge difference. I mean, there's a difference, Okay, I admit that there obviously is a difference. But I can see, like, I'm talking right now, and it's going all the way to the green. And I'm talking right now, and it's going all the way through the green. But also, if I have the microphone that close, it's also gonna blast. It's either I have the microphone put away, and then I can speak like a regular normal person. But if I have the microphone this close, I'm gonna get tons of people complaining, oh my god, it's so loud, you're hurting my ears. And the truth is, I would rather you just turn my stream up a little bit than actually hurt people's ears. That's bad. Like, hurting people's ears, being too loud is bad. It's not a lot louder in volume, but it's a little bit clearer, and that just might be my shitty ears. No, it probably is clear. It's how the microphone works. If it's gonna be closer, it's gonna like pick up more of those mouth sounds and all of that. It's also just a comfort of the streamer thing. I don't really love having the microphone that close. I love that he's like, I didn't mean to start an argument. I just pointed out that I was having an issue and I made it your problem. Like, okay, well, I also didn't want it to be an argument. I also didn't really care. I don't know how we got through hours and hours of stream without anyone mentioning it at all, but then, and now this is what we're talking about. To be honest, we all have at least 3 volume sliders that we can adjust before we have to start complaining to the stream about it. Thank you for the subscription. That's so kind of you. And it's been 8 months in a row. Three, says North Countryman. So there's a volume slider on the stream. You have a volume slider embedded in your computer, and then many of us have a volume slider that is also embedded in the speaker system that runs to the computer as well. Hello, Squeak, how are you today? We're trying to have a good stream. It's a little difficult sometimes. You get onto a topic of conversation that you really enjoy. It feels like the conversation is flowing. It's wonderful. Everything's great. And then inevitably some asshole's gonna come in and derail the entire conversation because they need everything to be about them. Just this one individual person in chat is just like, I need everyone to listen to my problems and my thoughts and my feelings, completely ignoring the fact that there's like a couple other people also in chat, a couple other people also in stream. Yup. And then they get even angrier about it and they go, fine, I'll just dip rather than have it be a big thing. Have a good day. Like, oh, honey, I know that you just wanted to complain and get your way without any negative consequence, but I'm not actually an AI computer without any thoughts or feelings. I'm a human being. I'm trying to do my Twitch stream, which will hopefully earn me money through entertainment and interaction. And there's no way to be entertaining or to interact with people when you have individuals derailing the conversation, because stream's a little quiet. Like, is that really an issue? Is your life so perfect that Invader V's stream being a little quiet is what we need to talk about? I'm melting, but I'm doing well, says Squeak. I just had my last day of work for a week. Oh, congratulations on the week off. Are you doing a staycation at home? Are you gonna go visit someplace? Hi, Skydor, how are you doing today? Hey, V, I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to do the best I can. It does get a little frustrating when you're, like, you come onto stream, you're wearing this outfit, You're talking about the production quality of some of your favorite TV shows. You're discussing the climate catastrophe that's happening in the world. And then you have somebody come in and just be like, I'm going to ignore all of that. I'm not going to mention your outfit. I'm not going to talk about the conversation. I am just going to say, your stream's a little quiet. Is that super duper important? Could we maybe focus on something else? Maybe it's possible for a little bit. It happens all the time when you're streaming. You really, like, you get so excited about what you're going to talk about. You get so excited to actually be able to engage with people. And the engagement that people want to focus on is the most pedantic shit you could ever imagine. Do you have a blue light filter on your glasses, V? No, I don't have it on these ones. Squeak is doing a staycation. Well, they will likely try to catch up on shows and play some video games and taking as many naps as possible. Yes, absolutely. Oh my god, it's a dream come true. I can't recommend it enough. Yeah, it's the best way to vacation right there. Dr. Cavanis says, Jesus, that outfit is amazing. Thank you. I put effort into it. V, I love the outfit. It looks great as per usual. What brand of stockings do you wear? I think I've seen you wear these before. They must be durable. Oh, no. I just bought like 300 pairs of the flimsiest stockings imaginable. Yeah, these are not the same ones that I wear each and every time. I don't think there's a particular brand of them. I think you can just Google stockings and you will find a whole bunch of available materials for you. Oh, says Ritus, the sleep that I am going to have after stream. I woke up way too early this morning. Was it because of your exam? Did you have like stressful exam anxiety? I feel like that absolutely does a number on my ability to, like, you're so stressed out about doing the actual thing. And then you're like, oh good, I'm not even doing the thing. I'm just like agonizing about getting it done in my imagination beforehand. Have you tried sheer text? I brought a pair recently and they're great. That's good, that's awesome. I don't think I have, yeah. Yes, and if you go look on the Instagram post, you'll see that there are seams in the back of the stockings as well. Yeah, they're available all over the internet, yeah. That's the thing. I was so confident I was going to do well in the exam. But apparently my subconscious was just fucking stressing me out. It's so frustrating, right? Yeah, that you're like, I know I'm going to do well. I know this is going to be fine. But that like really, really deep, like animalistic part of your brain, that lizard brain in your body is like, but what if you don't? But what if it doesn't go well? Then what? Then what indeed? Yeah, you're gonna have a wonderful... I'm so glad you finished your last exam, Ritus. You deserve all of the sweetest dreams. You absolutely do. Yes, the classic, why is nothing going wrong stress? Yeah. Everything is perfectly fine and dandy. I need to stress out. I just need to be like really, really high-strung about this. The test that I was more stressed out about earlier in this week caused me overall less stress. It just tipped right over. It just tipped right over. You're like, my stress level is so high, it popped into no stress. Oh, Ritus, you got that ADHD brain. Caffeine makes you sleepy. Melatonin wakes you up. Easy exams that you know you're gonna ace stress you out. And stressful exams that you worry about give you no stress at all. This is why I think doing the yoga. Doing yoga like a couple hours a week can definitely help reduce and sort of recalibrate. Okay, one last break, guys. Don't go anywhere. I came back. Well, maybe I never even left. Maybe I was just here the whole time waiting for you. Just like you were here the whole time waiting for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what's nice about this outfit? I don't think I can physically put my feet up. I feel like the corset and the shortness of the skirt definitely feels like I'm kind of stuck in the sitting upright position, which is great and dandy because the corset does a lot of the heavy lifting for keeping my upper body upright. But also you can't see the bruise on my leg, which means I mean, you can see this bruise, but like you guys have mostly been ignoring that one. But I have two bruises on my left shin. And when I was sitting down earlier this week with my legs up, I felt like I couldn't go like 20 minutes without somebody coming into stream being like, what's that bruise on your leg? How did you get that bruise on your leg? What's up with that bruise on your leg? And I don't know, I think I was pretty young when my mom and my dad taught me that, like, you never, ever, ever ask a person why their body is that way. Never, ever, ever. Don't ever ask somebody, why is your body the way that it is? You don't ask somebody, like, why their skin color is that color. You don't ask somebody why they're shaped that way. You just, it doesn't even come up. And so I imagine that maybe other people weren't taught that, and especially weren't taught that from a young age. And so they feel like it's a perfectly reasonable thing to just come up to somebody and be like, why is your body the way it is? It's just... Oh, good gracious. Oh, no, my dears. Oh, that's not the question. Oh, let's not. Do you have Throne? Yes, you can click on the link tree there, and you can see all my different links. There you go. J Cool, how are you doing today? And hello, Daddy Canada. How's you doing? What's good, Daddy Canada? I don't think I've been taught that directly, but I just know it in myself. Yeah, Rightus. I mean, maybe it's from watching how uncomfortable it is when your friends get asked that question, or just from common sense, I guess. I don't know, dude. I was in 5th grade and I told my teacher my classmate had bruises all over her, and CPS ended up taking her from the family home because she was being abused. I mean, that's very different. And also, that's definitely not the same thing. Definitely not the same thing. Yeah. Oh. Ugh. Okay. Dude, this is a terrible first introduction. I have no desire to speak to you ever again. Oh my god. Don't you love it when you're trying to make a point and somebody goes, I'm gonna ignore that entirely to try out my own brand of shitty stand-up? Ooh, no thank you. I'm doing well. Your stream title caught my eye. Oh, it's been great. Oh yeah, Moldy Mango really fucking came through today. As he always does, and I'm so grateful for it. Daddy Canada says, I took my dog out for a walk for a bit as much as I could with him being 16, and now I'm gonna make some spaghetti sauce for dinner. Oh, spaghetti dinner on a Friday night? That's some fucking primo shit. That sounds delicious. Oh yeah, I love spaghetti. Spaghetti is the worst thing to order on a first date, though, because it is exceedingly difficult to eat neat and tidily. I think spaghetti might be like a 3rd or 4th date meal. 50 gifted subs is a fuck ton of support, absolutely. Same with other pastas. No, Dashing, wait, I think ravioli is a totally, you can just like, you can pick up one ravioli and you can put that in your mouth. I think ravioli is a great first date meal. Absolutely. I see no problem with the ravioli. But spaghetti, the long noodles, and the sauce, I think it's more about the sauce. I think it has more to do with the noodles. Yeah. I'm also just gonna ban you. because I really dislike it when people do the oops, sorry, wrong chat. Maybe I'm not so chronically online, but I don't think that really happens. I think that people do this sort of like accidental attention. Do you guys remember? Oh my god, it was such a fucking popular trope. It was just like an incredibly popular meme for so long, where you would go, oops, I accidentally texted the wrong person. And I think doing that like once or twice in your life, in the entirety of your life, is kind of normal. I think what's more likely is that you are just not worth my time. Just not even worth my time. Yeah, dashing. I really think it's the length of the noodles and the like messiness of getting the noodles onto your fork and then over the plate and into your mouth. There's a lot that can go wrong in that intermission. There's a lot that can go wrong in that space and time. But with ravioli, with lasagna, that's not so hard. Those are a little bit more contained, a little bit more understandable. I'm not so suspicious of all the pastas, but no, spaghetti on a first date is an absolute fucking no for me. What about penne? Yeah, that would be fine too. Those noodles aren't very long. The little round ones with diagonal cuts on the ends. I haven't had a good lasagna in so long, and now we know you're not Garfield. That's good. I was wondering if you were Garfield. I've seen that happen in streams where there are multiple streamers playing together and people going around to each of them chatting. So in that case, it kind of makes sense that you'd be like, oops, I said this in the wrong chat. Yeah, that would make sense. Absolutely. I can see how that could happen. Yeah. I don't think that opening up Invader V's Twitch chat and typing in the chat box is going to... I just don't get it. And... I mean, just on a basic level of that, I'm like, if you're not... if you don't even know how to type in chat properly, how much patience and how much leeway do you really think everyone needs to give you? Oh, happy birthday, fellow lasagna enjoyer. It was Garfield's birthday yesterday. Garfield's birthday is June 19th. That's amazing. You get to celebrate Juneteenth and then also Garfield's birthday. I have a sudden urge to visit a library for some reason. Come here, baby. I'll fucking read you all day. I'll crack your spine right open. I'll let you leaf through my Encyclopedia Britannica. That was when the first comic strip was published. Oh, that's cute, Dashing. That's really, really cute. His first comic strip was his birth. I get that. Yeah. It was also my dad's birthday yesterday. Your dad and Garfield have the same birthday. Please, please, please get him a Garfield cake for his birthday one year. He needs it. He deserves it. It is, and I'm pretty sure the black community has embraced Garfield for this. That or Garfield's just universally loved. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think anyone has a problem with Garfield. Why would they? He's a great guy. He's absolutely amazing. You love to see him. Holy fuck, you look divine, girl. Thanks, baby. Oh, your dad's not a cake person. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. And he would definitely give me an odd look if I gave him anything Garfield. I mean, would you think he would like it if you explained that it's also his birthday? Maybe not. Maybe dads are a little bit less playful than that. Hi, how are you doing? John defenders are mad at Garfield constantly. What? No. If you like John, then you also like Garfield. And if you like Garfield, you obviously like John. And if you like Garfield, you hate Normal. Baseline. Yes. Oh yeah, maybe he'd prefer lasagna for his birthday. Get it to him. Give it to him. He deserves it. I think everyone would love a lasagna for their birthday. Lasagna is just like a meat cake. Welcome back for 26 months, dumb loser. How are you doing today? Your glasses are so pretty. I like them. They make me look like a very sexy bug. And I love being a sexy bug. My big old eyes. Oof. A meat cake with cheese and pasta. What could be better? Exactly. Exactly. It was a family tradition the entire time when I was growing up that on Sunday night we would have Caesar salad, garlic bread, and lasagna for dinner. It was, as we looked forward to it every single week. We always knew that Sunday night was going to be the exact same meal, and it was like special dinner. Always had special dinner. And the special dinner was lasagna, garlic bread, and a Caesar salad. And like, that is delicious. I love that we were just so poor that that was like a fancy meal. If only I could have lasagna every week. It's exceedingly easy to make, and it's not particularly expensive either. There's nothing that goes into lasagna that's like overtly expensive. I think you could make yourself a little lasagna-ritis. Maybe not every week. But once a month, absolutely. Absolutely once a month. Maybe not during the hot months. Lasagna's like a delicious and comforting, like irresistible meal. But I can't deny that it is better in the colder months. It's so hearty and it's so filling and it's so delicious and it's so hot. With the way that the weather is right now, I'm not sure that I would love. I'm not sure that I would absolutely love a lasagna for dinner tonight. It might be a bit hot. It might be a bit heavy. It might be a bit filling. When the temperature goes up, my appetite goes way down. Way down. I know, but my family doesn't want it, and we just make a big meal for dinner for everyone. Oh, says Ritus, I would eat a lasagna all year round, despite the heat. Fuck, man, yeah. Oh, fuck. Speaking of heat, there was a video I saw this morning on Reddit, this poor guy. He ate the hottest curry in England. And he's there, the guy who delivers it to his table is wearing a gas mask, which I think is mostly just for like entertainment value. And the guy eats like one spoonful of this incredibly hot curry, and then it immediately smash cuts to the same guy, shirtless, on the street, literally in a puddle of his own sweat. The owner comes out with a mango lassi and is like, 10 minutes, you'll be fine in 10 minutes, absolutely in 10 minutes. You can kind of tell that the owner's like, if he's not okay, I am getting sued. You saw that moldy mango. The guy was, oh my God. You could, that it aged him like 10 years in 10 minutes. He was stressed. Thanks, North. Thank you for the $1. Thank you. I've realized that some of these chatters that come in just to start arguments are like the fish because, or like the fish because they come in for a debate. Thank you. Thank you for the $1. Nice guy says, perfect combination of looking intellectual and hot at the same time. Thank you. It's very nice of you to say. Hello again, Joe Schmo. Always good to see that you're live. Yes, but it's time to end stream. So I'm about to go offline. I'm sorry, guys. The world is calling to me, and I have to heed the call. I know, I'm sorry. Moldy Mango, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for your love and support earlier. It literally made all the difference today. It was so wonderful. Thank you very, very, very much. Yeah, you were here a little bit earlier. Yeah. Yes. My queen. Thank you, Moldy Mango. Don't be afraid to gift more subs. I won't be mad about it. I promise. Exactly. I have to go teach some lessons to the people of this city. Yeah, I have to spread out all that information. Can't just keep it here constrained on stream. It's the right thing to do. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and the great conversations that we had. Who shall we raid today? Who's streaming that we follow? Oh, Ashley's up and she's live. We do love Ashley very, very much. And she's playing with some other people. Enjoy, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, and we love all those people too. Okay, have a good day.